Welcome back, everyone. Many states across the nation celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day today. Others are recognizing it more traditionally as Columbus Day. Columbus Day is meant to celebrate the anniversary of Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Americas.
But that changed in 2021. President Biden issued the first ever presidential proclamation of Indigenous Peoples Day, a day honoring the culture and history of the people living in the Americas, both before and after the arrival of Christopher Columbus. 6 News reporter Sydney DeShawn verifies the history for us. Sydney?
Chris and Lindsay, for many, it's a controversial holiday because Columbus is viewed not as a discoverer, but rather a colonizer. So let's verify the history behind it all. Every year, Columbus Day seems to fade away as a widely observed holiday, some states and local governments choosing not to observe it. They argue Christopher Columbus is not the appropriate person to celebrate because he did not arrive first. So let's verify, was Christopher Columbus the first European to discover America? For some, it might be a straightforward answer because of what we were taught in school.
My students remember the year 1492.
Our source is Leslie Harkema with Baylor University. She says Columbus never came to the land now known as the United States.
It depends on the definition of America, right? Of course, for people who study Latin America, the Americas is a broad term, but Columbus never arrived at a place as what is now the United States. He mostly spent time in the Caribbean.
He actually arrived in the Bahamas on October 12th in 1492.
He was convinced to the end of his life that he had actually arrived in Asia. A lot of his writings during his own life are spent on him defending his own plan to find a new route to India.
And he was not the first person to arrive when he landed on foot.
Indigenous peoples were here first, and they were across both American continents, creating very diverse societies.
That's why there is now a nationwide push to refocus the holiday to Indigenous Peoples Day.
The change to a day celebrating Indigenous people says a lot about the ways in which we value the perspectives, the diversity, and the strength of Indigenous peoples that are things that Spanish colonizers in different moments weren't really able to recognize.
So we can verify that no, Christopher Columbus did not discover America, but for now, both holidays will exist side by side. Now, if you have something you would like verified, just email us at verify@kcentv.com, guys.
Sydney, I know I didn't get mail today, so I know whichever side of the holiday you come down on, you're not getting any mail.
You're not getting any mail, and the kids are not in school either.
Okay.
All right, Sydney, thanks so much. We have a look at your full forecast with meteorologist Matt Farrell. That's up next.